And we are live. So, on the playlist today, we talk about Mario Day. We celebrate Mario Day, the Switch's 4-year anniversary, and some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So stay tuned to Metro Kingdom Radio, and welcome back to the Switch side. Welcome everyone to Metro Kingdom Radio. It is I, your host, the best by far. It's me, it's Johnny Play Mario Star. And here with tres of our most mustachioed co-hosts here tonight.
Maybe
First
2.5.
Yeah, that's right. 2.5. You know, I said that last week too, and I realized it was supposed to be 1.5. The 2.5 of our mustachioed co-hosts here tonight. First off, we have Reunion.
Hey, it's me, Luigi's friend, Mario. We're not related. I don't want to be seen with him.
We have sporting the nice cappy hat. We have ROB the Rob.
You can't see the finger I'm giving you, but I'm doing it.
No, we can see it. It's the thumbs ups, right?
Hi, everybody.
You'll want to see that much.
He just saw it. And from his 2-week hiatus, Pizza MC Chris.
Hey guys, good to be back. Good to see everyone. Happy Mario Day.
Oh yeah. So, yes, it is Mario Day. It is March 10th. And I guess thus dubbing it Mario Day. And yeah, so how do we go about celebrating Mario Day? I mean, aside from wearing Mario gear right here, you know, repping the cappy, you know, Rob and I, Chris with his Mario hat and his Nintendo New York shirt, and Ryu with his with the best Mario Odyssey game on there. I think we should maybe we could go around and just discuss some of our favorite Mario games and moments. I guess we can start with, because I know when it comes to some of my favorite Mario moments, another anniversary being celebrated here is Super Mario RPG's 25th.
Oh, it's RPG, yeah.
25th anniversary. So, I mean, one of my favorite, Mario moments is just that whole entire game. I can't even choose one, really. There's just so many good things about that game in general, and it makes me just wish every day, wish upon a Sakurai, that we get like a sequel to this game, even though Sakurai would have nothing to do with that. But
like Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy. Is that his name? Sakaguchi? I forget. But anyways, I have a funny story for you, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Involving Mario RPG. So I was at a Kmart when I was a kid, and there was like this cheap like $8 Mario watch. I was like, oh, Mario. And somehow like my mom just, I don't know. I must have begged for it till I cried or something, but my mom bought it for me. And it said it was a Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars watch. And I don't know what I did to it. I just loved it because it was Mario. I never played an RPG game in my life. And somehow that was like one of the first watches I ever had as a kid. It was a Super Mario RPG watch. And it was, I was just happy to have Mario on my wrist, to be honest. But man, it was a great looking watch. Like, I wonder. I think it's just like the art cover of the game on the watch.
Was it one of those like bootleg, like, off the street thing where they just slapped on any IP, or was it like
I think it was
from
official
Hasbro or something?
Yeah,
it was official. Okay.
Because I remember getting it at a Kmart, so it must have been official.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm looking. I don't see any Super Mario RPG watches here online. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to find this Ryu. I don't see it. Makes me wonder.
It's calling your bluff, man.
You see, maybe it was a bootleg.
Either that or Ryu just had one of the rarest. Like,
or I just happen to have like some like, I maybe my memory is
Watches
lying to me.
ever.
But I remember that was like one of the first introductions to that game. And then
It was like Miyamoto's like 15-year anniversary watch, and somehow you ended up with it.
yeah.
So there is one that always like gets me when I found out this thing exists, and I'm gonna put it up on our thing right here. So there's an official, like, this is like one of the only few, like maybe even just the only actual official like merchandise for Geno is
Oh,
this
no
like
way.
this keychain for like that was only released in Japan during Mario RPGs time, and like this thing is like a picture from somebody's post on eBay. I mean, look how like kind of already beat up this thing looks, but this thing is like $219.80 $219.80 that someone's trying to sell this on eBay for. It's like, that's how rare this thing is.
Wow. Wow. It's so destroyed too.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's crazy to think that this is probably like the only actual official Geno merchandise that exists in the world. But yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I remember when Mario.
How did they never come out with anything for Geno?
Or for Mallow.
Because he's not that really good of a character. Some people just like follow him because they like the game.
Right, yeah. I mean, he's a pretty overrated character.
No, there is
Yeah.
there is
He's a
Malo
puppet.
one.
He's a
Shots
puppet.
fired.
There is an official. I'm just gonna ignore them. There is an official Malo one. Yeah, I put that up on the stream right here. It's from the same line as the Geno one. So your favorite character Malo over here, Rob.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know when I rented Super Mario RPG as a kid, I didn't like. It was literally the first RPG game I ever played, and I was so confused as to why like I couldn't kill any enemies. I was just jumping on everyone, and because like I didn't enter any battles that much, and then like even in Toadstool Kingdom, I was like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to jump on? Like, where am I supposed to go? And I remembered entering Bowser's Castle, getting kicked out, and trying to enter it again, but like just I guess there was no bridge or something. I don't know. I was playing on someone else's save file from like Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that's how it was for me too. Is like it was just from Blockbuster, like that I was just renting to play that game because for some odd reason I never owned that game. So, but I beat it by playing by just renting it from Blockbuster.
You still don't own it?
I own it officially now, I guess, but if you call my SNES
Virtual
Classic,
console doesn't count, Johnny.
SNES
Like,
Classic
actually buy
counts.
the game.
No, SNES Classic counts.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
Wait, did you beat it on Classic?
On my Classic? No, I haven't done like a full playthrough.
Call yourself a true fan.
Did any of you guys play it?
Actually, I beat it on Virtual Console for the Wii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had it on the Wii as well. And what's up, Rob?
Wait, my connection. I have it, but I haven't beaten it.
What's this?
I actually borrowed the SNES cartridge and never gave it back.
He said stole. Dang, check this out. Somebody has a sealed copy of Mario RPG and they're trying to sell it on eBay for $2,500.
I'm surprised it's not even
sealed.
Yeah, it's like a sealed copy and it's like graded and everything. That's crazy.
Turns out it's not even like sealed, it's just owned by the musician Seal.
Stupid. Well, okay. I mean, who else wants to discuss one of their favorite Mario games?
I mean, I've already given enough love to it, but like the first game I ever played was Super Mario. God damn it, Johnny.
RPG.
The first game I ever played was Super Mario Brothers 3. It still holds a special place in my heart. Man, yeah, it's crazy how such a game that came out in an 8-bit system can have like so much personality.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You see the progression from Super Mario Brothers to Super Mario Brothers 3 to Super Mario World. You kind of think that there's like a middle console because it's such a graphical and technical leap from part 1. and it's pretty
Yeah.
close to World. Like
It
maybe not as
really,
smooth, it's a little bit more rigid, but like it has so much, and there's still 8 worlds of creativity. But my God, that's on
right.
the NES. That's insane.
Yeah, I definitely agree because it's like, I mean, so Super Mario Brothers 3 maxed out the NES for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then Super Mario World, I think it started development on NES. I'm not sure, but it's it's the first game for the Super Nintendo, so but it's crazy how like I would say out of all the Mario like mainstream like platformer classics, and even yeah, like those two games are definitely the most related because Mario Bros. 1, and then you also had like Doki Doki Panic with Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about lost levels because they shouldn't. It's a bad excuse for a video game. It's literally like,
It's pretty bad.
why would you do this to us?
Anyone want to try it out and debate? Go ahead. It's on the Switch Online, right? Isn't it free?
I hope so. I'm not paying for that.
That shit's
Wait,
so
well,
difficult.
Super Mario Brothers 2 is like Lost Levels. It's like a game that was like, hey, how do we get? It was almost like a game that was made to combat rental
Yeah.
stores before rental stores even existed. It's the
it's
Lion
like
King of Mario games.
it's a lot. It is, except Lion King had a little bit more personality. It's
Mhm.
like if you gave Mario Maker to like your 8-year-old cousin, and then all he wanted to do was troll you with like poison mushrooms and invisible holes.
See, even that first stage, look at that. Why are you stuck in a cage with the turtle and
yeah, it's pretty lame.
It's possible that because of how bad that was, we have like Nintendo standards now. Like they actually have refined platforming and experience so that it's actually fun. Because my God, like they'll never do a blind jump anymore.
right, yeah.
where you have to jump off the screen. I guess World did it, but that was like for a secret. But
Yeah.
like they'll never do that in general, like as a regular thing for a level design.
Yeah,
We have Nintendo of America to thank for that because
that's true. We do.
we wouldn't get Shy Guys in the Nintendo universe.
That's true.
If it wasn't for Howard Nestor, like telling them that like this game isn't fun, like, this isn't gonna work here in America because we're gonna give up on this if you release this here, and that's when they decided
Nestor,
to go.
that's his name.
Yeah, Howard Nestor.
NES.
Do you guys ever read the comics, the Nestor comics from?
Yeah, it's
Nintendo
based
Power?
off of him.
It's based off of him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's at least I think that his name is Howard Nestor. Am I getting this wrong?
You're talking about Doug Bowser?
No, it's Howard. Oh, sorry, I apologize.
Jessica
Howard
Peach?
Phillips. His name is Howard Phillips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy that the screwdrivers are based off of. Forgot about that.
Stupid. Get out of here.
Yeah, he owns
Talking Duck.
Howard Electronics. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
he's a guy.
He's also a talking duck, I believe.
Yeah. You keep going with
Nestor.
it. Oh
Mhm.
no,
He was in
Rob.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, what happened?
It's okay.
to Rob?
Rob is still there in spirit,
Mhm.
wearing his cappy hat.
He's probably just playing Odyssey because he's just like, it's Mario Day. I gotta play my favorite game. So.
Yeah, I have to like. Oh, there he is. He's back again.
Hey.
All right, there you go.
All right, so Chris, why don't you tell us your favorite Mario game?
Super Mario World, hands down.
Hands down.
For me and for all of my friends, it comes up between those two. It's Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World. And I think it's kind of just like the one that you spent the most time with as a kid, just happenstance. I did play Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm gonna admit, I don't think I ever beat it as a kid. Because also that one didn't have, if I remember correctly, you couldn't save, right? You had to keep the power on when you went to school and when you came back or something, right?
Yeah.
Keep the
Or
power.
did it have
on.
saves?
No,
Maybe it did have save.
I almost feel like it did.
I don't remember it having saves.
Well,
Why does it
remember.
seem like it does?
I think maybe
I
you guys
think it
played the
does.
All-Star version.
I know All Stars does.
maybe it's the All Stars version that saves. Anyway, it was hard. But no, World was the one I spent so much time on. I scoured it. I want to say 100%ed it, but like I definitely every console that it's been re-released on, and like notorious for it. They've released it on so many. Every time it's re-released, I play it and I beat it. I don't 100% it. But one of my favorite moments was passing Star World and then restarting with that new skin, which is like, what happened to these Koopa shells and Goombas?
Oh, I know.
Like, what is up with
Why
that?
do they all look at Mario's face?
They look like Mario's face. They look trippy. They never revisited that type of thing, but I remember that moment and I was like, wow, like I flipped the game.
Yeah,
that's what they call it back then.
It's funny how like that's one of the first moments of like organic video game growing like with you, because like obviously you see the world change as you're playing through it, but then you beat Star World and it's like this game kind of just grew with you. Even though I didn't understand it as a kid, it did trip me out, to be honest. But looking back now, it's like especially seeing like, I think like maybe the trees changed too. It's like autumn.
I think a lot of things did, yeah.
Yeah.
Most enemies and maybe some of the environments. Yeah.
I mean, I'm booting up Mario 3 on my Switch right now, and it doesn't look like there's a save thing, but it's maybe because I didn't play through it yet. I don't know. I'm really curious now if this thing had saves or not, because in my mind it always did. I know, huh? Or I could just keep playing Mario 3, you know?
I think it was the I remember making a post about this one time. I think it's the second castle of Super Mario World. And you can like, it was a secret that I never knew until like last year, where like if you have the flying cape right in the beginning of the castle, you can just fly up and get to the secret zone where you have like the X's and O's where you hit the blocks. And I never knew that until like I saw a speed run of like, because apparently it's the fastest way to beat like all stages, all fortresses, all castles, Mario Brothers. You just go through that bonus stage. But it blew my mind. Like I was like, wow, all these years, and I never knew about that bonus stage.
I don't even know what bonuses you're talking about.
I just confirmed here via Google, because Google knows all. The original NES version cannot be saved because the cartridge didn't have the battery. But everything after that, SNES collection, the Super Mario All-Stars, the GBA version of I had the GBA version, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3. Sort of weird convention you mentioned. And then the Virtual Console on the Wii. Like they all had saving. I think Virtual Console you can only do through suspension, but still everything had saving after the original.
That was such a weird thing too, when on the GBA.
Super Mario Brothers Advance.
Yeah, like they started with Mario 2, and then they went to Mario World.
I want to say World.
And then they went to Yoshi's Island, and then they did Mario 3 or something like that, which is like,
that's so weird.
It's weird, but it's like Nintendo. It's so Nintendo. And I bought probably all of those. So
yeah, I remember. Yes, I remember playing the Mario 3 one was just like my favorite one to have, and I always played that on my GBA all the time for some reason, because I don't know, I felt like Super Mario World just felt weird on the GBA, but Mario 3 for some reason felt perfect. I don't.
Okay.
Did you did it come with the cards by any chance, or did you have to buy the cards separately?
Which cards?
For the Super Mario Brothers 3.
E-reader cards?
E-reader, yeah.
What does it look like?
I don't know if they came with cards. We're talking about Super Mario Advanced Mario Brothers 3. Where it was basically a port. It was a port of the Mario All-Stars version.
Yeah, there's like 5 bonus stages or something like that.
Those are e-reader levels.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
I remember, I think I had those at some point.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I remember the e-reader levels.
That was a DLC before its time, am I right?
Right,
E-reader,
man.
Yeah, I had
I remember they had somewhere in
did.
like downtown LA they had this Nintendo party. It was like when they were experimenting with different events, and I went to one of them and they were giving away these cards. It was weird. That was trippy.
I'm trying to think of these events. You sure it wasn't the Mario, what was it, Rob, the Nintendo World or Warp Tour?
Nintendo Fusion Tour.
Nintendo Fusion Tour.
It could have been the Fusion Tour. Hold on a second.
Nintendo Fusion Tour.
I was out for them cones, by the way.
Chris, were you there on that pod when we were talking about the Fusion Tour?
No, I have no idea what this Fusion Tour is. This is a concert?
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a concert, but then they had like they had stations like outside in the lobby where you can play like upcoming Nintendo games. And so the one that we went to was right before the Wii was released. And so it was like people can get their first taste of the Wii, and we were there, but we didn't even play because the lines were so long, and we were just like, well, we came here to watch the bands perform too, so so we didn't actually get to play any of the games. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a great story before that happened, so you should listen to that pod when you get a chance.
Okay, it's very similar to those actually, where it's very like they're kind of tone deaf, and they're just kind of trying to make something based on what's popular. It was like if I remember correctly, there was Mario Party was there, and
okay.
like everyone would get in line to play Mario Party, which was really weird. I have to find it eventually. But anyway, Super Mario World. Oh, the other memory I had was my cousin deleting my save file. Super Mario World.
You know,
was like-
my neighbor had
Okay.
like, I don't know what the heck is wrong with this kid, but he would always do that, and he just didn't know what like. I don't know why he would
On
press the
purpose?
X button. Not on purpose, like accidentally just deleting save files, like multiple times, and like he just didn't know. I don't know if he had a Super Nintendo. Maybe he just didn't know, but he did it twice with Super Mario World, and he did it one time with like one of my Donkey Kong Country games, and then he did it with another with Donkey Kong Country 2. And I was like, I would always just break down and cry as a kid, just throw a tantrum. He had no idea what like he was doing.
So when you threw this tantrum, were you like slapping the ground?
No, actually, I did a cartwheel off the sofa.
Like they
but
are
I was,
bongos.
then I bounced in midair off the sofa because I was still in the cartwheel mode, and I just jumped up, and then I went into a barrel and shot out.
You went to the bonus level too. Rob, how about
And I
you, Rob?
turned into a parrot, but it's whatever.
I mean, how about you, Rob? Besides having the joy of playing through Super Mario Odyssey, what were some of your favorite Mario moments? He's speechless. Let's see.
The beauty of
Probably
Mario
that
Odyssey.
first time watching my cousin play Super
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mario
that one.
64.
Oh, there we go.
Mario 64.
That's his answer.
That is pretty mind blowing, right? Like Mario 64, like everyone remembers the first time. It's crazy how accessible it was. Like you could just move slowly or walk fast or run fast based off of the pressure of Mario's of the analog stick.
It's
It was
crazy.
that first time getting dizzy playing a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cappy spins pretty hard.
Cappy. Yeah. Man, what were we talking about? I know. So speaking of the Nintendo 64, one of my favorite Mario like moments was just playing Mario Party 1 with with my siblings and my cousins, and it was just like some of the most fun I've ever had playing video games. And I remember one time we were so crazy, we were just all like, let's do it, let's play a 50 turn game, which like took like
Oh my
almost
God.
like 2 hours to do.
I think I did that once too.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had to take breaks like in between because we were just like, we can't keep doing this.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
Yeah, but yeah, I think like my cousin just kind of gave up like a little halfway through, and we were like, no, but we got to finish it. I don't remember how many stars everyone had because it was just so ridiculous because of just how long a 50 turn game was.
I think I remember
Games
playing
BS.
something like that where it's like, I was like, I was complaining about Mario Party. I was like, it's all dependent on luck, and he's like, no, it's not. And I was like, yeah, it is. And then we played, and this dude just like whooped on us, like he destroyed us. I was like, what is going on here?
I mean, that's one of the joys of a lot of Mario spin-off games in general, but Mario Party is like it really is like luck and skill.
It's
But-
fair because of how BS it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty chaotic, but like you can kind of have a sense of control, I guess.
Yeah, like I mean, because you could always be like the one always winning the mini games, but that doesn't really
Still lose.
mean much if you can never reach Toad to get the star.
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean? You'll have
he
all the
stole
coins.
my. I almost made a comeback. I remember because I got lucky a few times, and he stole my star for the win. Like he
For
wasn't
the
even,
win.
he wasn't even like getting lucky. Like he knew like how to time whatever jump press, whatever. I think it was like Mario Party 4. I can't remember the game. Like I guess you could steal someone's star with like the right jump timing.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I don't think that's the thing, but okay. Or at least maybe when you go to like the chance, maybe, right?
It's like it was like a swap thing. Like
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
There's a lot of BS with coins. I remember there was one game I was playing with my friend, and there like you can land on a spot and then do an individual mini game. I don't know if they do those anymore.
No,
but like
not
I did
anymore.
one individual mini game and it was like super complicated, a bunch of crazy combos, and I got like 4 coins out of it. Then he got to do it, and he had a different mini game, which was like all he had to do was like jump from here to here, and he got like 48 coins. And it was like the hardest thing for me to get 4 coins, and he would just get like so many. And yeah, that game is BS, but again, it's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Because of its craziness.
Yeah, and then because of, people of different varying levels can all enjoy it because of the BS. Like I said, just like with every Mario like spin-off game like Mario Kart. What's so funny, Chris?
The chat, the friend of the show, Fernando, he
Oh,
knows
hey,
what I'm
look at
talking
that.
about. He knows what BS that day that was. I still remember it.
is that the guy who kept mentioning the cones?
No.
No.
Chris wouldn't know that story. He wasn't here during that pod.
Maybe you guys have mutual friend. I don't know.
I was a different friend.
Yeah, it's a different friend.
All right, real quickly, should we do the our least favorite Mario games?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go
Least
first.
favorite.
You
I
know,
need
I'm
to
gonna
pull
say
up a Mario list.
Lost levels, but I mean,
yeah, Lost Levels.
maybe that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. It definitely
I would say
can count.
Sunshine, just because I wish I had better controls. But I do like that game a lot. I guess Mario's Missing would probably be my least favorite because what a waste of a rental.
It might be my least favorite if I ever got to play it, man. I really want to play that game, but it's freaking hard to find. Can you? You can probably just download it now, right?
Emulators.
Even
because I don't
Nintendo
know who
wouldn't
even
even go
owns it.
after.
Like, yeah, I mean, who even owns the rights to that game anymore?
If
There
Nintendo
was
caught
also-
you emulating that game, Nintendo would be like, you know what, just keep it. We don't want anything to do with that.
There's also Hotel Mario. I always think of those like in the same era, right? Like those
Yeah.
CD-ROM PC games. Like not
Educational
PC,
games.
but like
I
computer
think
games.
Hotel Mario actually has more, like 10 times more platforming than Mario's Missing.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, because so I didn't have Mario's Missing, but I also rented that. But it was oh, you know what? Maybe I owned Mario's Missing now that I think about it.
Jesus.
Dang, you know what? They tricked me because I think I actually had that game because I thought it was like the next game after Super Mario World because it had like the same graphics. And yeah, like I don't know, that game was just ugly. Like the
Marketing.
Mario's physics were so weird.
You play as Luigi in Mario's Missing?
Yeah, sorry, I said Mario, huh? Yeah, you play as Luigi, which at the time it was literally just green Mario. So
Yeah.
and so it was just an educational game. Like you go to different parts of the world, like you end up in like Kenya and Moscow. And, like,
It's not as exciting as it sounds.
and it's not as because like every town pretty much looks exactly like the
isn't it-
same.
Yeah, doesn't it have similarities to like Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's basically the same
Yeah.
exact thing. The Bowser
Okay.
stole some like monument or something, and then you have to go and
I mean,
have
you're
clues
selling
about
it,
it.
man. You're making me want to play it.
No, but here's the thing. So after like you go, like you could even get Yoshi in there for some reason, and yeah, so like even after every like world, you have to go and fight one of the Koopa kids, but it was not even like a real fight because
It was
literally
a quiz battle.
Yeah,
right?
no, it wasn't a quiz battle because they can't hurt
Dude,
you.
This sounds like the best game ever.
All they did was just run back and forth in the
Quiz
random
battle.
hallway that you fight them in, and they just run back and forth. You can't die. They can't hurt you. So you just have to just try to make sure you can actually jump on their heads. And then when you did, like, it's not like Mario would jump and go boom. Like it would just be doom. and then they would just keep running and you go doom. It was so bad.
You
Is
would
it-
have thought
is
that
it-
like a game that says, "Hey, this game doesn't have Mario," would have been enough of a warning, but for some reason it just they
The
got
title
us.
even says Mario's not there. Mario's
Yeah,
missing. Is it that bad that you'd rank it the worst, even in a world with a game that involves stickers in an RPG?
I would rather play Lost Levels in that game.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? The question was each one of our worst, like, least favorite ones. I don't know if I'd say Mario's Missing is worse than Sticker Star.
Wait, so let me ask you this, Johnny. In Sticker Star, can you play as Mario?
Yes.
All right. So what was the next question?
I'm over here, but like Luigi. I almost feel like you can't even count Mario's Missing, because I almost want to say that the educational games shouldn't count because they're not.
I enjoyed
Mario typing.
I enjoyed Mario's typing.
Ooh, Mario's typing. Dude, they need to re-release that stuff.
You can actually play it on like Flash. I don't know.
I need to find an emulator for Mario
teaches typing. Mario teaches typing too. It got a sequel.
So those PC educational Mario games, you can actually play them in a browser online because there's like a
archive.org.
Maybe.
I think there's like a website dedicated to it.
Yeah. There's a website that's dedicated to old like PC like educational games, and you can just play them within your browser. Because I played Mario Teaches Typing on there, and I was like,
I found it. It's on archive.org.
This is not as fun as I thought it was.
Maybe distracted for the rest of the podcast. Ooh, Interplay made this. Didn't they make like Earthworm Jim and all that?
I don't know.
That game I could never beat.
That's where I also played Oregon Trail again. So yeah. I did a Let's Play of it too, and then I was messing around and I actually got to Oregon, which tripped me out because I had never gotten to Oregon when I was a kid.
And I was like, "Whoa, get to Oregon."
Yeah, you can. Just start with the banker because you have a lot of money.
I enjoyed Mario's typing, but I don't think it's the best educational game. I really enjoyed Mario Teaches Chemical Engineering 401. Like I really believe that was probably my favorite one.
Oh my god. I'm like hitting blocks, killing Koopas, and all I'm typing is H and G, H G, H G.
It's surprisingly fun. I mean, the art isn't that great, but
get out of here. It's not.
Why don't you play the game? Why don't you play the game right now?
I'm playing right now.
What about you, Rob? What's your? Oh wait, no. You know what? I don't even want to ask you this question.
Hey, what's your least favorite educational game? Mario education. I mean,
you should
obviously,
put a different hat on me.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an educational Mario hat.
I mean, it could be. There's so many green hats too. There's like the sports games. There are other types of like. There's racing. I mean, everyone loves Mario Kart. What else is there? He's done every genre. Fighting games. My God, he's literally done every genre.
Mario, man, he's everywhere.
Graphic novel.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah, because like even in like the sports titles, like with Super Sports or whatever, Sports Mix,
Sluggers, Sports.
He's done like all the other sports,
Strikers.
And then even in like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yes, he does.
He's
all
even
those
been the
Olympic
referee.
Sports. Yeah, he's been the referee even in Punch Out. Yep.
Man, he's like the Homer Simpson of like Nintendo jobs.
Well, look, we've been talking about Mario for a bit now. I think maybe we should go and start celebrating the 4-year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, it's me, Nintendo Switch.
Hey, what is he? Is the Switch also made in Italy?
Oh yeah, I talk like this. Yeah, so
Mario's in the Switch, like a Black Mirror episode.
Help me! He sounds like when
Mario's missing.
Found it.
You know, like when you're in a bubble in like the new Super Mario Brothers games, and then you hear like Mario's like, "Help me! Get me out of here!" It sounds like he's drowning for some reason. Help me. Yeah, so the Switch is 4 years, man. Like,
what a
crazy.
successful system. I mean, is it gonna be more successful than the DS? I mean, would you consider it more successful than the DS?
Oh, I mean, sales wise,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
think
yeah, I mean,
it
why
is.
are they barely coming out with the Pro?
Whoa, hey.
Who says they're coming out with the Pro?
Hey, yeah. Whoa, hey, Rob. Whoa,
I
hey,
mean,
whoa.
you have haven't been paying attention to that news.
I don't know what you're talking. We don't know what you're talking about, Rob.
Yeah, besides the fact that we
And I
talked
think
about it
the
last
fact that they're
week.
trying, that they have that coming, it's like extend the lifetime longer.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Switch.
going to be better than the DS, Ryu, because it's still trailing the DS in total sales
But it
Like-
costs more.
by quite a lot,
So
by like a little under like twice the amount.
It does cost more.
yeah,
Mhm.
so times it by 2, and I don't know. I guess you have a point there. Yeah. One of the things, like, because if you look at it, like, I mean, it is like one of the peaks of Nintendo era. I think one thing that a lot of people don't realize about the Nintendo Switch, that what made it so successful, is that it has something in common with the PS2. Both of those systems weren't made by Sega, so that definitely helped a lot.
The Sega PlayStation.
Mm.
Mythical.
You're stupid.
I think that was like one of the reasons why the Wii U failed, because I think some of the microchips were, made by Segata Sanshiro.
Dang, that's a deep cut. Who even knows who that is anymore?
And Knuckles. Don't forget Knuckles is part of that.
Oh, no.
Sanshiro and Knuckles.
Oh no. Yeah, so the Switch was 4. So, when we're going based off of like console like lifespans, we usually have like what lately it's kind of been like 7, right? 7's the magic number.
Yeah.
So, if we're 4 years in, the Switch is over half its life already.
Yeah.
And
That's sad.
to Rob's point, then why are they barely coming out with the Pro? Well, this isn't anything new. If the Pro is real, which at this point why wouldn't it be?
Well, let's call it Super Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo Switch. Last week Rob had like a good laugh when we mentioned that name, as if he had never heard it before, and I was like, we've said this multiple times, Rob. Like, but yeah, the Super
Like, it
Nintendo
was brand new to
Switch,
me all over again.
it really was. Yeah, so the Super Nintendo Switch, yeah, it's not anything new because Nintendo has done this before. They like late in a console's life, they will go make another iteration of it, and then to like boost sales so more people get
Yeah,
it, or
course.
dum-dums like us will just go spend more money on
Double
this.
dip.
Yeah, double
Yeah.
or triple dip at this point.
Triple tip, man.
I mean, it's I don't know how they got me. I have a Switch and a Switch Lite. I don't know how that happened. They got me. Those monsters.
Me too.
I mean, like,
because that Nintendo sauce is sweet, man. You got to double dip. You want it.
I mean, even when I had a Game Boy, I wanted a Game Boy Color, just because
Yeah.
like there were some games
mean-
where you played on Game Boy Color. So
There's usually not just a like mechanical difference, but they're aesthetically different. The DS. If you look at how it evolved, that first DS is clunky as hell,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and then it
ugly.
gets so sleek and beautiful. DSi, DS Lite,
DSi, yeah.
DS Lite.
they're
then
they all the
DSi,
same thing. They're all the exact
DSi
same.
XL.
Just
Yeah.
look much better. They
The
look
DS
really good.
Lite like is the most Apple product Nintendo's ever released.
It's
in terms of design.
Most Apple
Oh,
product.
glossy though, but it's beautiful. White. Yeah.
Don't start talking about how awesome the DS Lite was, Ryu. You were the one last week who was advocating for like the original DS, and you were
Yeah,
saying,
no.
"No, the DS Lite pokes
Okay.
my hands."
Chris, you gotta be the tiebreaker here. The DS is better on your hands than the DS Lite. The clunky DS is easier on your hands than DS Lite.
There's 4 of us. There's
so-
no tiebreaker.
Okay, Rob, whose side are you on?
I was on the DS Lite.
Yeah, see.
Okay, Chris, please, you gotta help me out here, buddy.
All right. You know what? I understand what you're saying because it had those bumpers, those rubber bumpers, and it had a little bit more ergonomic shape, whereas the DS Lite is just a rectangle.
Yeah,
And a
it's more
rectangle
like-
is not ergonomic.
It's more closer to the NES controller than a SNES controller.
That's true. Yes. That said, the original is not a fantastic device to hold either. So
No.
I don't know if I'm gonna give you the point.
My sensitive hands, all right. I got
You
sensitive
needed an
hands.
XL, a DS. Did they ever have a DS XL or was it only a 3DS?
DSi XL.
Yeah,
DSi XL. There you go.
Mhm. Yeah, you need
that was
one
a
of
sexy
those.
system.
Well, like
Dude,
they learned
mhm.
with the Switch. They have this part right here. Can you see?
yeah.
Right, that part right there. That's all you need, right? Oh wait, no, not really. It's still not that ergonomic, but it works, I guess.
I'm not gonna pull out my Switch.
Everyone show off their Switch. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, Ryu. I think that the DS Lite was much better than the.
When you're playing Tetris DS online, it gets a little like intense. So I'm just like, ugh. And
those bumpers though, I mean, you drop that from 10 feet, you're still good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that thing was made to like take hits, because I mean the original DS was basically the prototype model, and they were like, this is good enough, let's release it.
DS High, I don't know. I feel
That's
like the
good enough.
the DS Lite system was always designed to be a little unhinged.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're talking about the Switch though, Ryu, okay? So it's like, already they've already had the other iteration. We had the Switch Lite, and then we had like the upgraded process, or I guess the more efficient processor with the better battery life. But
I wouldn't call that, because there's no marketing spin on that, like
Yeah.
DSi or DS Lite. So I know what you mean, but I mean, people are speculating it's going to be a pro version, and we already seen the specs. You probably talked about it last week, but Nintendo does do something different, right?
Mhm.
DSi introducing a camera eye, DS Lite introducing a backlit, frontlit.
No,
system?
It was always the same.
Yeah.
It was
Light
just brighter.
Oh, it was smaller.
It was
Oh, it was a brighter screen
brighter screen.
and lighter. That's
Mhm.
why it was both light and light.
Mhm.
Right?
GBA
And then 3DS
SP was the
obviously.
first one to have a backlit screen.
Special. SP
GBSP,
standing for special or something.
probably.
Was-
And it was the first
I
one
don't know.
to have the clamshell design.
Super.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Clamshell design. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
the SP
with the
was
Pro-
super late into the GBA lifespan too.
Mm-hmm. The SP was like, man, such a great system. Such a great version.
Micro was the latest. The Micro wasn't GBA
yeah.
already out by then?
So the
Yeah.
DS was
Oh, wait,
already
sorry.
out. The DS
DS
had
was already
already
out by
came
then.
out when the Micro came out.
Yeah, the micro was the third pillar. Yeah, right, good one.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
The third pillar. Bro.
That's what they said about the
That
Wii U
fabled
too.
Nintendo third pillar.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they said about the Wii U too when the Switch came out. Like, the Wii U's the third pillar.
NOA, my God.
Favorite
give
Switch
them a-
game?
So 4 years,
They give them a third pillar.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I would say Breath of the Wild.
Maybe Smash, but
I do
I
love
don't know.
Smash Ultimate.
Ultimate's really
Mhm.
good. It just keeps going. It's great that I don't know. It's lasted this long. We're still getting news about it. We're still playing it. We play it today. Yeah, Ultimate's a fantastic game.
I feel like Smash Brothers is like just any genre, any era. It's the most played game for me on Nintendo console. So.
Mhm. It really is. I mean, it has a lot of replayability.
Even Brawl.
Yeah, even Brawl. I wasn't old enough to realize how bad it was. So it's just like, whoa, Falcon kick, whoa, Falcon trip, whoa, Falcon get back up.
Hey, Brawl had so much hype. All right, like before.
Subspace.
I loved Brawl.
hmm
Subspace
I didn't know.
will never happen again. But like,
Which
Yeah.
one had
It's
the
when you're in the
commercial with
day.
the puppets fighting? That was like the best
You
one.
mean
I think it was
the
Melee.
Super? That's 64. You
the
mean
one
the one
where
where
the mascots were beating each other
the
up.
mascots are on the hill?
Oh, that was the original
commercial?
one? Okay, that was 64.
It's the
That was the
OG.
best one.
just because of that commercial.
64. The commercial was great.
That's a.
Commercial
I
didn't
mean,
make
that
any
might be
sense.
the best commercial for a video game, to be honest.
So happy together. Yeah.
Way better than the Yoshi's On commercial for sure. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's like some guy just eating until he explodes. I think.
Oh yeah. You remember the
Man.
first Pokemon commercial where like there's a weird truck driver and the Pokemon were getting on the bus. Sorry, bus driver. And
That was
they were
an
getting on
instant
the
sell
bus.
for me,
Capturing all
by
of
the
them.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just crushes them all into a Game Boy. Yeah.
I actually don't remember the crushing part, but I remember the Pokemon coming to life, and that like instantly sold me. Like,
No,
that
he
was-
didn't come to life.
good.
They were like all anime
They
style,
were animated.
and
Yeah,
they
that's
walked
what I
onto
meant.
the
Still-
bus.
Hybrid, in live action / animation.
hmm
But 4 years. Okay, 4 years. Let's assume we have 8 years total for the Switch,
which is gonna
and that's
happen.
because we're getting a Pro, and then we're getting a Pro XL and a Pro Lite,
Pro XL
whatever,
Light.
and we're gonna buy them all.
Yeah.
It's sad. to me that the time has flown by so fast because I like the modular system. I like that you can buy different Joy-Cons, and like if the next one isn't compatible with the old ones, it's kind of a bummer. But then I also want new stuff, so it's like I don't know. They're moving on really fast, but
I feel like it's going to become even more modular too. Like whatever the next actual generation is, you might be upgrading based off of your controllers, like helping out the system with your controllers and the other way around.
right there.
I think it's going to be the same because if you look right here, right? Because the rumors are that they're using like 7-inch like OLED screens. Like the Switch's screen right now is 6.2 inches. You can do 7 from here to here, and like it'll still be like within this bezel
size. That's
true. Like it'll probably be just about like to the edge of the bezel. So we can have a Switch with the same form factor. The Joy-Cons will still fit on there because However,
there will be updated Joy-Cons anyway. It's like Wii Motion Plus.
Which I think that's going to happen. I think we will get updated Joy-Cons, but I think that they'll still be compatible with, the classic Switch and the Super Switch.
Yeah, they'll be compatible both ways, right?
Yeah, they're going to have to because like I just can't see Nintendo doing that because it's not like them to do that. Because, I mean, come on. The Wiimotes transitioned all the way from the Wii. Then we got the Wii Motion Plus, which you attached it to the bottom of the original Wiimotes, but then you would have Wiimotes that have the Wii Motion Plus built into it.
Yes, and you also had the condom for the first one, but then you had the lengthened condom for the second one, the Magnum for the
Magnum Dong. Yeah.
Yep.
Expand Dong.
And then and then those all could carry over to the Wii U.
Wii U,
so yeah. They didn't give up. They didn't give up on that Wiimote at all. But then I think when it came to the Switch, they were like, we have to drop it all. We have to start brand new and fresh. And so, which I think was a great move on their point. Although it did make me sad that I had to give up my Wiimotes. But Joy-Cons, I think they're better. They're better.
You don't have to worry about batteries recharging and all that. So I mean, obviously you can charge it, but one thing I wish, like, because I always hear this about like. People who have games like, was it 1-2 Switch or like Snipper Cuts or whatever?
Yeah.
Or I forget what games they are, but
Snipper Clips.
People always tell me like the Rumble is so good on the Switch, and I've never been able to experience like I have Rumble on the Switch, but it's like I don't have I guess I just haven't played the games where it uses Rumble like super well. But that's like there's so many features in the Nintendo Switch that I wish. I mean, that I just never use, like connecting screens, and I think it's free or,
I mean, I can list all the games that use the HD Rumble for you if you want to try them. There's 1-2 Switch. That's it.
There's a lot of games that utilize HD Rumble. It's just 1-2 Switch probably utilizes it the best.
Ice Cubes.
The Ice Cubes, I heard was sick. Yeah, that's what I heard about. Yeah.
They're pretty good. It's up to the developers though. Like developers aren't as innovative to be able to use that technology, so they just haven't.
That was a pretty long list, though. I would say it was actually longer than the successful Sega handhelds list.
Which is, the HD Rumble, it works really well. Like it's crazy with some games that like.
Wait, mirror. Window, big window.
The magnifying glass. That's like their most successful handheld was the magnifying glass.
Yes, on 1-2 Switch, there's is that on 1-2 Switch the safe cracking game where you go like this?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. That's a pretty good one. There's the one that looks completely inappropriate where you're trying to pop a bottle and then pass it to the next person, and then everyone shakes the bottle a few.
So No More Heroes.
Nintendo knew what they were doing. But there's a few that are really
the Labo Piano actually uses the HD Rumble in a very like interesting way because it uses the HD Rumble to create music.
Whoa!
Yeah, because
based off of like frequencies, right?
Yeah, because like the HD Rumble uses actual sound frequencies for its rumble, and so that's what makes it HD because it can simulate like the game's like sound effects and stuff, but then you kind of feel it instead. That's why if you hear like in certain games and if you actually listen to the Joy-Con, it sounds like music. It's interesting. I just can't remember which games use it.
They also used it in the lava. Was it like a little robot bug or toy or something?
Mm-hmm.
And it used the HD rumble for it to just like vibrate forward or vibrate backwards or something,
Yeah.
or left, right. Like it
Oh,
used
cool,
the
yeah.
rumble. There's no other mechanism, just the rumble to move the little robot, which is really cool.
Well, it was like an RC car, yeah, and then you would put
Was it an RC car?
yeah, it was kind of like an RC car with like it had like teeth at the bottom, and then you put like the Joy-Con on
Yes.
each side, and so you would use and then you'd use a Switch touch screen to make him go forward, back, and stuff like that. But it would only just utilize the rumble to make it actually
rumble.
move forward. Yeah, it was really cool.
I think the Labo and the 1-2 Switch are like Nintendo's ways of using their technology the most, because nobody else does. A lot of people who create games for Nintendo Switch are also releasing them on other consoles, and so since it's not possible to do it on the others, they just don't include them.
Fernando in the chat, hot dog eating competition didn't use the rumble but used the IR sensor.
It uses this part here. You put this up to your mouth, and then it goes like this.
It froze on
the faster you go, the more
camera
hot dogs
froze
you
on
eat,
Chris, so he was just all like.
Wow, you know that HD Rumble you guys are selling me on it. It sounds way more interesting than the RCA Rumble or the Component Rumble for sure.
No, it's actually pretty cool. Like if you can look up games that utilize it really well and actually like feel like it's trip.
You know what? The best HD Rumble is on Sony PlayStation.
Blu-ray
You should
Rumble?
play Astro's Playroom on the PS5. It's free with a PS5 if you know someone who has one. And yeah, you can feel everything. Like when Astro is in the rain, you can feel the little rain falling on him, and you can kind of hear it because there's a speaker
That's so
there.
cool.
And
Plus
it
it's
has
like
the trigger
whole
thing.
controller too, yeah.
It's the whole thing, and the trigger is like pretty deep, but like it's dynamic, and so like it'll either stop you at certain points or feel really muddy or like be really loose.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the best use of all of that technology. But
I've heard
maybe
nothing but good
Nintendo-
things about Astro, honestly.
See,
Yeah,
look,
it's great, it's great.
I'm looking at
It's
this
very
Reddit
Mario-esque.
post, and here's some great stuff. Right here, HD Rumble and Octopath Traveler adds the feeling of coins in your hand every time you purchase something.
Nice.
Yeah, Mario Kart. Every time you pick up a coin, the HD Rumble creates a sound of you picking up a coin as if it's coming out of
Pickup.
controller. Graceful Explosion Machines uses the HD Rumble to feel like the machine gun sputtering out as it overheats. Sniper Laser rapidly charging up. Like, yeah, so it's just, I think Ryu is just
Well,
maybe you're
can
just
you-
not playing the right games.
well, no, because can you go back to the Mario Kart one?
Uh-huh.
Because I played Mario Kart today and I didn't notice anything fancy. What was it?
So when you pick up the coin, the HD Rumble somehow creates the sound of you picking up a coin, and the sound comes out of your controller. See, so they notice what I'm noticing too, and it's that it's using the essential like the sound from the game, but it's emulating it as a rumble. So it's like the sound, you're feeling the sound when you're of like picking up a coin. It's interesting. Just play Mario Kart and do it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You just kind of actually have to like listen for it. It's very subtle, but it's nice. It's just something you just don't notice because when you're playing Mario Kart, you're like really into it.
Guys, I just noticed something. Doesn't Howard Phillips look like Charles Martinet?
No, he does not.
Look him up. I think, guys, I
No,
think I'm
dude.
onto something.
No, he's not. Well, this picture. Wait,
There's that one
you know
picture,
what?
right?
That
With the green
one
shirt?
picture.
The
Is
green
this
shirt,
really
right?
Howard Phillips? Yeah.
No,
Wait, he
that's
does
gotta
look
be
like
that's-
Charles. He does
that's
look like
Martinet.
him. No way.
I want to say somebody messed it up.
No.
Somebody messed it up.
Hold on, I'm putting this picture up. This is so
Oh,
No,
funny.
you're right.
It is Howard Phillips. Yeah. What the heck? I'm telling you.
We're gonna get in trouble for this one. Howard Phillips. Oh, did he?
This is
Why
not.
does he look so different in some other photos?
Yeah, wait, he does look like Charles Martinet in this.
Well,
What
it's
the
only
heck?
when he's older though. Like the stay photos, he looks like Charles Martinet.
I have it up on our stream right now. That's pretty funny.
He looks so much like Martinet.
You're part of the pod now, Howard Phillips.
He's the voice of Luigi, apparently. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Charles Martinet is. Okay, so Switch is 4. Happy birthday, Switch. I think we should move on to our next topic, but yeah, I'm like here's hoping that the Switch Pro is real, and of course, I don't think the Switch Pro rumors are gonna die anytime soon, and I don't think we're gonna stop
This-
talking about it anytime soon.
Super Switch.
You know, I will say though, like when it comes to Nintendo consoles, they're kind of secret about it. But Nintendo Switch, that info leaked out
So
like
early.
so early. Like we knew what we were getting. It wasn't a secret. We saw like all the patents, all
you-
the.
Did you guys? I'm sure you talked about it. What did you guys? I just want to ask one thing. OLED. Did you guys talk about OLED and
I don't know
Do you
too much
believe it?
about OLED.
We mentioned it, and I mean, I kind of believe it, only just because I didn't mention this in the
Battery.
pod, and I kind of messed up on that. Was apparently it was a thing with Samsung had I guess they had manufactured too many, like like massive amounts of these OLED like 720 displays, probably for something else, and they just ended up not using it, and so I guess apparently Nintendo purchased these like from them for
Probably
like
a discount.
at a crazy discount.
friends and family discount? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like yeah, I think that's what it was too, and I think that's probably why whenever this Super Nintendo Switch comes out, the first ones at least will probably have these OLED displays. Because
What
they
do you mean
do
first
this.
ones? Do you think the ones after won't?
Yeah, because they've done this before with the 3DS XLs.
The
The new
technology gets worse.
Yeah, the new 3DS XLs, the first batches originally had IPS screens, and then like as like the newer like batches came out, they came out with TN screens instead. So
Nobody likes TN screens.
yeah, I don't. I'm an
Nobody
IPS
likes
guy.
TN.
I'm an IPS guy through and through. I can't stand TN. So yeah, it's interesting. So that's why like some people really liked it.
I mean, I think so much of the leaks seemed like so legit that it's hard to fight them. It's probably true, but I'm gonna call BS on the OLED.
Oh, okay.
I hope I'm wrong. Maybe it's wrong, but it doesn't seem very Nintendo to go cutting edge tech. I know there's more. There's like micro LED and other things, but OLED is susceptible to burn-in, and it's more expensive than LED. So even though it's better for battery, it doesn't seem like something Nintendo would do to have a higher cost screen than they do now.
They will in the first batch. I'm
Maybe.
telling you, the first batch
Maybe.
will have OLED, and then the next ones after will just go back to LED or LCD.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you that's
I
what's
hope
gonna
so.
happen.
But man, OLED burn-in, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully I mean, doesn't the Switch have like burn-in reduction options?
I mean, it would, but it doesn't matter for LED. It's only if it's OLED. So there's gonna be any games with menus. Every game has like HUD.
It's so true, huh?
So
Ooh, that's not good.
and for games like for a Switch, you're gonna be playing thousands of hours on it. So I don't know. I'm skeptical. We shall see. I'm sure within a year.
Yeah, I didn't hear about OLED like burn-in, but you're right. It is interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, so let's go ahead and get on to our final topic of tonight. So a surprise announcement that came out today. .emu in association with Nickelodeon and Tribute Games are releasing a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which is a callback to the original like Turtles in Time game. And oh man,
It's callback is like it looks like a remake. I know
Yeah.
it's a new
That's
game,
what it
but it
looks like
looks
to me.
exactly like it.
Which I'm kind of okay with. Like, I don't know.
kind of okay with this. Is amazing.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I think this is great because I love Turtles in Time. I love the graphics in that game, and
Wait,
they came
since
out
when
with
did April Neil know Kung Fu? What the hell? I don't like this game anymore.
yeah. So they did a remake of Turtles in Time actually in 3D, and I remember it came out on PS3, and I got that, and it was cool, but it was 3D. It's not the same, but as these like cool pixelized graphics, which I'm totally digging it. Like for some reason, this kind of to me looks like a GBA game, but on a bigger scale. Like, do these graphics not kind of scream GBA to you? But like
Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
but-
have some great animations there too. Like, it doesn't. Like the quality, the old school look along with the personality animations, like, and also like seeing an enemy get thrown at the screen is always great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that they gamify it a little bit with RPG elements. Beat 'em ups these days, they all have them, and you need some type of progression other than just beating the game, right? I think in the originals, you don't really like learn new moves.
No.
You
Right.
don't get like better health stats or anything like that.
See,
So.
I'm surprised that Johnny is excited for this because this is a game where you can fight, but you don't get any experience points. So why would you? I don't understand. Like you like.
Yeah, well, okay, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna let you get to me on that.
Well, wait, hold on. Pause. Okay, yeah, you're pausing here to see. No, it doesn't look like it has anything new. We don't know, right? We don't know, but
I mean,
maybe there's a sticker
if
feature.
I were to guess, it's no, like that. It's not because none of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like beat 'em up games ever had those type
But
of.
name a
like,
beat 'em up game that's released in the last decade that's like been a fan favorite and didn't have some RPG
Yeah,
elements.
even River City Girls. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I needed it.
I'm trying to think that Streets of Rage have. I think. I mean, yeah, you got new skills. Which Dot Emu is the ones who worked on Streets of Rage 4. So
So it's possible they added that.
it's possible. My guess is that there isn't because they kind of want to keep it with like the line of just pick up and play fun of Ninja Turtles. So my guess is no. But of course, I'd welcome it. I'd welcome if that was a thing. I just don't see it happening.
Wrath.
I wish they made a game just strictly on the events of Ninja Turtles 2. And just like have a dance off at the end with Vanilla Ice, and then they fight Mega Shredder.
So I guess apparently what I had heard about this
Vanilla
game,
Ice and Mega Shredder.
the developers who of this game were like big fans of the '90s Turtles. I guess this is technically a late '80s cartoon, but they were such big fans of it, and so like when developing this game, they actually watched every episode of the original like '80s, like late '80s or early '90s cartoon. So
Nice.
and so like they apparently tried to pack as many like references and Easter eggs into this game as possible.
Sure, all right, I don't care. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this right here. I know, like, all right, look, the original 1990, is it? The very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like live action movie is like one of the first, like one of the most underrated comic book movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like people
Definitely, that's a great movie. Probably the best one in the series.
Oh, easily, yeah. And it's like so emotional too. Like it's crazy how deep that movie is,
Yep.
and kind of how dark that movie is. It talks about like why people, why kids join gangs, or how they get what is it tricked into joining, or what their
The
mentality.
whole Raphael getting beat up and recovering and seeing how the brothers had to deal with it.
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
like there's these humans that are. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, I was just gonna say from an effects perspective, it was like before CG, and so everything was practical. The actual turtles, Splinter, everything looked cool because they had to make it from hand. So that
Wasn't
also
Jim
lent
Henson
to
involved?
its kind of quality.
Yeah,
What's that?
Jim Henson was involved. Yeah, in their suits
Oh,
Yeah.
and the puppeteering.
That's cool.
I just thought it's interesting how the humans in the movie don't feel at home. Like they don't feel like they have a home, and then the Ninja Turtles, who are mutants, have a home, and then Raphael is like the guy in between. So deep.
Yeah, and then that was like the only one where like Raph like would cuss too, even though all he said
He
was
cuss?
"damn."
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
doesn't count.
yeah,
Jeez.
but they don't say it in any of the other ones afterwards, because
Really?
it just gets kiddie and fun after that.
Really, Ralph has to
Ralph.
has to have an attitude.
Yeah, of course.
needs to be
He's cool
a
but
jerk.
crude, you know.
Like he has to
Break.
have that, like he has to have that New York accent, like that really rough. I don't know.
I mean, what's funny is after this release, like suggestions for watching them in Injustice came up, and I was just like watching that again. I was like, man, this was so great. Too bad I didn't actually play Injustice 2, but the fact that the Ninja Turtles were in there and just like how awesome they were portrayed in that game was just, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for this new game. They said that it's coming out to PC and consoles, so they didn't actually say which consoles. But I mean, come on, it'd be ridiculous if this doesn't come out on the Switch.
I know if this isn't on the Wonder Swan. Oh yeah, the Switch.
Yeah, Wonder Swan.
Yeah, they say consoles, but yeah, it has to be on the Switch. And I mean,
Oh,
judging
yeah, 'cause
by
there was a Nintendo trailer on YouTube for it.
oh, there was like from Nintendo's.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Was there?
Well, I hope so. Shoot.
Yeah. At least I think I saw one.
Yeah, and then like you can see in the trailer too, with April and Splinter. So it makes me wonder if they're gonna make them playable too. That'd be cool if they were.
Who do you think is more broken in the beat 'em up games, Leonardo or Donatello?
Donatello.
Donatello, yeah.
Because
The reach.
of the reach. Although I feel like they try to fix that. They'll probably fix that in here. But yeah, usually Donatello because of the reach.
And he invented time travel too.
He would attack like this.
Mhm.
Like actually attack like that. Use the entire length. Get all that reach.
Yeah.
I mean, Ninja Turtles, man, they've stood the test of time. That IP is still good. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that has a major comeback with like a live action movie and all that stuff, like the whole
Yeah.
MCU treatment.
I heard there's rumors that they are and they're using practical effects again.
That'd be awesome.
Really?
Yeah, they're all played by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that whole turtle universe is pretty deep.
The whole
exactly.
turtle universe is pretty
The
deep.
whole turtle universe is pretty deep.
Okay, I think that's what he said.
Actually, let's see.
I mean, the comics are
Ninja
pretty
Turtles
dark.
did have a couple of crossovers, right?
Yes.
I want to say it had a crossover with
Batman.
Power
Rangers?
Rangers?
Power
They
Rangers.
had it with Batman.
It had a
and Power
Batman
Rangers.
one.
And Power Rangers.
Yeah, they crossed over with Batman
Mm-hmm.
and Power Rangers. Yeah.
I think
Dude, so if they come out in the DC universe, imagine the end credit scene of the next Batman, of the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. You just see Michelangelo. Like it
So
zooms in
okay,
on a
I got a
pizza
question
slice.
for you guys then.
Go ahead,
Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Leonardo.
Michelangelo.
Donatello.
Whoa.
Chris, you said Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you guys to do me a favor. If you like comic books, look up The Last Ronin from Ninja Turtles.
I think I
I
know
heard
And
about this.
Think about reading it.
I
Okay,
heard
I'll
about
think
it.
about
I
it.
heard it's pretty good.
What did it have to do with our favorites?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to, but I'm super excited to get my hands on it.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
I tell you the gist of the story. Here, like the premise of The Last Ronin, but
No.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's good reviews. I'll read it.
it's interesting that we all have a different favorite one. Who's your favorite then, Rob?
Please say Raph.
Just say
Right.
Ralph.
Donatello.
He's the smartest one. He makes all the gear.
Man,
Actually, no. I did like Donatello also because they made fun of him most of the time, but he was like
Yeah.
the smartest. Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, it was Michelangelo, and then I got older, it's Donatello.
I think
All
as
the
you
way
get
around
older,
for me.
everyone kind of like appreciates Donatello more.
Yeah, it's funny how Ninja Turtles it's kind of a parody of it's a parody of Daredevil. Because like
Oh, is it?
Splinter is supposed to be Stick, and then the Foot Clan is supposed to be the Hands Clan.
Crazy.
Okay.
I had
No.
this realization last week that the Ninja Turtles and the Star Fox crew are very similar, except the Star Fox crew doesn't have Michelangelo. they don't have a fun-loving way. You know what I mean? Because Leonardo is
yeah.
Fox, Raphael is Falco, and then I would say Donatello is Peppy. So that but see, it's weird because Slippy is technically Donatello too, because Slippy is
No,
like the
Slippy's
mechanic.
more like Michelangelo,
Well, no, because he's the
like
mechanic.
the kid.
But he's the mechanic,
like-
though. He's a
I mean,
smart
sure.
one. But then Peppy's also the smart one. Like he's the
Slippy's
but
an
he's the-
idiot. I don't know what you're
he's the
talking about.
veteran. So it's like
barrel.
it's weird. Like they don't have a Michelangelo, but for some reason they have a Donatello that's split into two characters. But I guess in some ways Michelangelo would be the Slippy because
If this was if Ninja Turtles is an anime, Michelangelo would be the main. Like he's pretty much the most shonen hero, like Luffy, Naruto character. I'm gonna become the Turtle King.
God. Yeah, man, I lost my thought. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know, I
Something
was a
else.
big fan of the Ninja Turtles like 2012 adaptation when they first like moved to or were first bought out by Nickelodeon and it was in 3D.
I was too.
Because the story was great, wasn't it, Rob? Like
Yeah, I really liked it.
yeah, I mean, I didn't finish the final season because it just got ridiculous, and I was like kind of sick of it at that point. But the first the first like 3 seasons were just all like, what? This is crazy. Wait, Karai is who? Like, yeah, it was just like,
yeah, Karai.
yeah, I was just like, what? Yeah, because like Shredder has a daughter named Karai, and like. Oh, it was just so crazy, like all like the different things, and then like they even reintroduced Bebop and Rocksteady, and I was just like, oh my god, this is like the greatest thing ever. Yeah,
if you guys ever want to watch the Ninja Turtles movie that like pretty much is the cartoon, I would highly recommend. And I enjoyed it a lot, even though it's not like a great movie by any means. But Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, is actually like surprisingly, it kind of has the spirit of the 90s cartoon or the 80s cartoons.
Is that the live action movie?
Yeah, it's the live action, the sequel to the live action.
Oh, the one with Bebop and Rocksteady, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah.
Where Seamus plays Rocksteady, right?
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I like those.
Yeah. No, it was really good. I think it was Krang in it too. Krang was the main villain, right? Wasn't he?
Oh, I
I might be thinking of something else. It's been so long.
Like they did this one thing which was awesome, where it was during the 2006 Turtles or 2004 Turtles, where it was or 2003, but they did this thing where it was like Turtles Forever. And they brought together like the original like 90s Turtles with like the 2003 Turtles, and then they teamed up together because like Krang was like messing their universes up, and
That's so Power Rangers.
And then it goes to the original OG comic Turtles, like, and the three of them work together. Yeah, it was pretty cool. That one was pretty cool. But then also in the 2012 Turtles, they did an episode where they go back into the 90s universe.
Dude, that's a movie?
Turtles Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, Turtles Forever was a movie. It was like an animated movie. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but
Turtles
then
do live a long time.
But if you have a chance, watch the 2012 like Turtles, where they meet the 90s Turtles and they go into their universe, and the 90s Turtles go into like the 2012 universe. It's great because they make fun of them too for having like initials on their belt buckles, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Man, having this talk just reminds me like how much I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean,
and seeing that trailer definitely helps.
Would you guys consider Ninja Turtles video game canon, or as in like would they be in Smash? And if they were, would you be okay with it?
You read my mind. I mean, I've told you guys this before that I wouldn't hate the idea of the Ninja Turtles in Smash, because I'm one of those people who's like vehement, like I think I'm using this word right, like who's just vehemently like against any non-video game character in Smash, because like I'm 100% with Sakurai on this. Like, you know, I hate the idea that people want Goku in this game. Like I hate, like, look at Ryu hating like over here, but like I hate the fact that anyone wants any non-video game character in here.
Like, if I would rather choose Minecraft Steve over it, that's how much I would not want freaking Goku in it.
But it's just like, yeah, because to me, it's like, it's the whole essence of Smash is a celebration of video games, not the celebration of memes. You know, it's not the celebration of anime, it's the celebration of video games. And so it would have to be a video game character, unless this character is so well known that like by their video games, that like when you think of this character, you only think of their games, you don't think of like their original media. Then maybe I'd be okay with them being in Smash. Like one example would be Geralt of Rivia, because the Witcher game is so like, well, like no one even, like, how many people even realize that the Witcher is actually a book? You know, like
book, like an old ass book.
Yeah, like, but it's a book. But most people think of like, you know, The Witcher as a game, like, you know, like, and they see The Witcher on Netflix and they're like, oh yeah, it's based off the games.
Are you saying that Ninja Turtles are the same level of understanding as Witcher?
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying too. Like, I almost feel like it might be a little bit, but I would think The Witcher's a bit higher than them. But
yeah, the cartoons,
the
movies.
I would say like
big pop culture.
If I was gonna have like, okay, who would you guys rather have in Smash? Ninja Turtles or Battletoads?
Ninja Turtles, 100%.
I would say Battletoads because
But the Battletoads are actually video game
were video
characters.
game, yeah.
They're actual video game characters. Yeah.
Although I enjoy Ninja Turtle games more than Battletoads, just because I ain't about that life.
but I mean,
ain't
you're
about that
absolutely
life,
right.
guys.
It's like
Battletoads
Double
have
Dragons and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Battletoads are actual video game characters, so they are they
And it's
technically
rare. It's on Nintendo.
This is true. I mean, this is true. If the Battletoads got into Smash, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Chris, like I don't know, I wouldn't be too upset because I love the Ninja Turtles, but then it would kind of break my whole like thing of video games only in Smash.
Oh, before we forget, we do have a listener question.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Did Wilson send this one?
No, it's from Punyan at Potato Mesh. It's supposed to be mashed potatoes. I don't know. It's not a direct message. Yeah. Oh, you can go ahead and check it out, Johnny.
Oh, I didn't even know. Is it did they tweet at us?
Yeah. It's under our notifications.
Oh, okay. Punyan at Potato Mesh on Twitter. Do you think Nintendo will ever get rid of how expensive their first-party games are when on sale? I know they'll get on sale for $20 or whatever at the end of the current console's lifespan, but even years into it, it'll be almost the same price as it was on launch. So Punyan,
I mean,
thanks
it's
for
an
listening
interesting
to
one.
us.
Today.
No. My answer to you is really no. I don't think they ever will get rid of how expensive because Nintendo views their games as high value. Like to Nintendo, like they view a lot of their games as they don't lessen in value as years go on. That they view a lot of their games as kind of evergreen. So to them, if they were to start dropping the price of a game, say Mario Odyssey, and they're like, yeah, this game's just going to be $40 from now on. To them, they see that as them devaluing their own games.
But
Punyan asked about sales, and good example, Mario Odyssey is on sale for less than $40 today.
Yeah, but that's because it's Mario Day.
It is Mario Day, but the precedent has been set now, and so we are seeing some discounts on Nintendo games, which historically you've been correct. Like Nintendo doesn't, and they don't need to. They have evergreen products. People will continue to buy them well into the console's lifespan. People that are buying Switches now, which there are still many people buying Switches, they're getting Mario Odyssey, they're getting Breath of the Wild, they're getting Mario Kart. And so there's no reason for Nintendo to drop those prices. But yes, for sales, we are seeing them dip their toes in the discount water, so to speak.
Yeah, I think once Nintendo enters, like now that they're in, digital era selling copies, you're gonna see a lot more great deals for Nintendo games. I mean, there was that one, it was like a long time ago. It was like buy two get one free or something like that. Like select Mario game, select Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And there's also the voucher system.
The voucher system, which is still alive in other countries, I want to say.
Just not in the US. But then even those, it only just dropped the game's price by $10 anyway.
Well, I mean, but you're not waiting till the end of the console. That's
yeah.
Not a bad. I like that system.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
So, Punyan, yes. I mean, the answer is no. I don't think they'll ever get rid of that because they value their games way too highly for them to start doing that. And I think it's a good thing on their part because when there's like these games that do come out, like say on PS4, back then at least, that came out on the PS4 and it would release sometime in the summer, right? If you weren't really excited to get that game, or even in like early fall, like if you weren't like, oh my god, I need to have this game right away, but you could always just tell yourself, well, Black Friday is coming, and once Black Friday hits, that $60 game that you wanted to get was probably going to be $20 on the PS4, come Black Friday. But then Nintendo's games, like at max will just be like $40. Yeah, 50 or like, yeah, at max maybe $40, but you know what I mean? And it's like so people, I think they kind of set up this precedent for that, because it's like people know that Nintendo's not going to make their game $20. So like, it's like, well, don't bother waiting up on us, because we're not going to make our games $20. So you might as well just get it now at 50 when it's on sale.
Yeah, I mean, I to be fair, I mean, I got lucky with Splatoon because, you know, like the only way you can save money on Splatoon 2 was to buy the sequel. I mean, I don't think it ever got like, did Splatoon 2 ever go down in price at all? I think it was always 60, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, not permanently. Like, it would go on sale. Like,
Right,
on the
right, yeah.
eShop
On sale right now.
constantly, it would get on
Yeah.
sale for like $40.
I think Splatoon might be a case where the price will go down when there's sequels, because it's a online multiplayer game,
Mm-hmm.
and so kind of similar to like a Call of Duty. You're not, well, I don't know. You're not going to be playing the older ones as much.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, when the next Mario Kart game just comes out, if there's another one for the Switch, which I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mario Kart 8 will be going down. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if things change though. The industry's moving in different directions. You know, with Xbox has their Game Pass thing, and PlayStation has, even with their PlayStation Plus, they're releasing so many free games. Almost like all the big hitters from PS4 are free on PlayStation Plus if you have a PS5.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if 3 or 4 years from now, Nintendo has to change their strategy a little bit with the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
PS4, I remember played this game called, it was a free game for like limited time, but it was called Tokyo Jungle, I think. It was such a cool game. If you guys are into like survival, like just crazy Japanese wacky games, Tokyo, I think it's called Tokyo Jungle.
Is that the one where you take control of like a random wild animal, and
Mhm.
then you have to survive amongst all these other, like
You
in
have
like
to breed and become the new generation.
like
you
in like a
survive on
destroyed Tokyo,
'cause
right?
it's like pollution and you have to survive. And,
Yeah, I did hear about that game. I heard
It's a fun
crazy, but
game.
I heard it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for the question, Punyan.
Oh, Bunyan.
I know we've been doing this for a little bit, but I have a quick question that I was thinking about today. So I was listening to some like music, and I had my stuff on shuffle, and for some reason Escape from the City popped up on my playlist, and so I was listening to it, and I was like, ding 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 ding, and I just thought to myself, Sonic and Mario are have their classic legendary rivalry, right? Well, when we're thinking about like songs that have lyrics, I think they both have like pretty good contenders for which one would be the best. So my question to you, my MKR crew, which song do you like better, Escape from the City or Jump Up Superstar?
Whoa. Why would you choose that song? Because Break Free would be closer.
Yeah,
that.
Break Free would be closer.
Yeah.
You like Break Free better? Okay,
I mean,
fine.
they're more
better.
similar.
I mean, okay, well, whatever.
Jeez, Johnny,
Okay, fine. Here,
come on.
let's do this. Let's
It's
do
like
this.
J-Rock.
Escape
it's
from the
not-
City and Live and Learn against
Ooh.
Jump Up Superstar and Break Free. There you go. Which pair do you
Okay.
like better?
So here's the thing, Johnny. So Jump Up Superstar has Donkey Kong melody on its side, and Break Free has Bowser melody on its side. So you're
Mhm.
pretty much. I got. Oh man, that's tough though. Live and Learn.
Yep. And Escape from the City.
Oh.
It's a hard decision, right? Because I was thinking that in my head too, and I was like, man, I don't know what I'd pick. It'd be really hard because, man, Live and Learn and Escape from the City are so good.
Honestly, Live and Learn versus Jump Up Superstar is like probably the way to choose between the 2v2. Like I feel like whichever one's better wins that.
How about you, Chris? What are you? I mean, I feel like Chris would choose the Mario side.
Yeah, I don't know the Sonic songs too much. I know them a little bit, but
Oh, okay.
not enough to comment on them. But I love Superstar, Jump Up Superstar.
How about you, Rob?
Was the question in regards to music?
Yeah. So did you play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle or Sonic Adventure 2, whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the song Escape from the City, rolling around at the speed of sound. Do you
Yeah.
like that better than Jump Up Superstar?
How does Jump Up Superstar go?
Oh my god, it's the one from Odyssey. How do you...
Oh, then hell yeah, rolling around at the speed of sound all day.
No. Escape from the City is the one that's like.
Yeah, that doesn't sound any better. You're not selling it, Ryu.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound better, right? So you should choose Jump Up Superstar because Escape from the City.
Rolling around at the
What?
speed of
Why are we
sound.
comparing these songs?
I don't know, because like I think it's, to me it's like the
It's
two.
the only vocal Mario songs, right?
Yeah, because it's the only vocal Mario
on.
songs we can think of.
DK Rap.
No, but I'm talking about from a
DK
Mario
Rap's
game, not
cheating.
Donkey Kong game.
But you said Sonic. That's not a Mario game. I don't know what your
No, if we're talking about
qualifications are
like
here.
the rivalry of Sonic and Mario. That's where I'm getting at. It's like Sonic versus Mario. You know, we're talking about two of Sonic's best like vocal tracks with two of Mario's best vocal tracks.
Well, I
Like-
think the
So-
best
so
Sonic
specific.
the best Sonic vocal track is the one that's like SK Sonic and Knuckles. He's the leader of the Tails. You know him well.
You know, you want to just throw Pumpkin Hill in there, Ryu. That's the only reason why.
Hey,
you're
Pumpkin
bringing
Hill's
it.
sick. Just saying, Pumpkin Hill is my jam.
All the whole Sonic Adventure 2 track is like better than anything on Mario's Super Mario Odyssey's vocal track.
That's true. I mean, for a vocal soundtrack, they did a great job for it. You know?
Oh, that's
Even
really hard,
Amy's song is pretty sick too.
right?
Oh, you know Tails. Oh shoot. Sorry, Tails almost made me lose my cool here. Tails has the best song. I don't remember.
Is it the I Want to Fly High one?
I Wanna
That's
Fly
Sonic
High, yeah.
Adventure 1 though, isn't it?
No, it's in
Is
two
it
also.
by R. Kelly?
Oh, it is.
It was written by R. Kelly. Yeah.
By T.I.
Oh, man.
Everyone who's got canceled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess we didn't come to a decision, but it's
Well,
okay.
Tails wins. That's all that matters.
I feel like
Right.
Ryu's on Team Sonic over here. I can't choose. I wouldn't know. That's why I'm asking you guys, because I don't know which one I choose.
I would say okay. It goes Live and Learn, then Jump Up Superstar, then like
The Smash Brothers song with lyrics.
Oh, that's not fair. Because I feel like Smash Brothers might just win. I don't know.
well,
World of Light,
in
whatever it's
English
called.
is awful, and World of Light in Japanese is amazing.
Oh, Simple and Clean. How about that?
Simple and Clean in Japanese is great, and Simple and Clean in English is awkward.
English makes no sense.
Yeah,
So it's also great.
yeah. It's the most like it's unapologetic. So
Yeah,
you know, unlike that damn English World of Light, trying to make sense of everything.
All right.
All right. On that
Colors.
note,
On that note, I think it is time for us to go ahead and
Say our
end
goodbyes.
tonight's pod. So allow us to say our goodbyes, Chris.
see you later. Happy Mario Day, everyone. Happy Mario Night.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
nights.
Rob.
Adios, muchachos.
Okie dokie. And Ryu.
Oh, how about this? One Winged Angel versus Get Swifty.
Mamma mia.
One Winged Angel.
It's tough. They're both classical masterpieces.
Oh, how about Do the Ninja?
Or
Wait, is that what it's called?
It's Ninja Rap.
You
You
mean
want
Ninja
Ninja Rap?
Is that
Rap?
what it's called?
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Ninja, go.
Yeah, that's what
Rap,
I,
yeah.
Okay, that or do the Mario.
Oh,
Do the Mario.
Do the Mario
What about
swing
do the
your
Bartman?
arms from side to
From
side.
side
Come
to
on,
side.
It's time to go do the Mario.
Ninja rap.
Do the
Ninja Rap?
Bartman?
do the
One
Bartman, do
step.
the Mario. That's like the most 90s thing.
And
ever.
then again, let's do the Mario all together now.
Swing your arms from side to side.
Rest in peace, Captain Lou Albano. All right. So thank you everyone for listening to us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Metro King Radio. Ask us fun questions like Punyan did. And yeah, hit us up on Facebook, on Instagram, and download our podcast wherever you download podcasts like Google, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other fun things like Animal Crossing Pocket Cast. And so, until next time, we shall catch you on the Switch side. Ooh, if only I had to do the Mario song. Do the Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step, and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now.
Hi, everyone.
I don't know why. I don't know why I make thwomp noises. I don't know.
Just like that.
You know, for a pod that was like